Listen closely, because this moment felt unreal, even for people who thought they had seen everything. A simple question turned into silence. A casual conversation suddenly became serious. Jungkook didn't hesitate, didn't laugh it off, and didn't choose the safe answer. He said what he truly felt, and the impact was immediate. When Jungkook was asked about the most precious person in his life after his parents, the atmosphere shifted. This was not a dramatic setting, not a scripted show, and not a performance meant to please fans. It was a natural moment, the kind where idols usually choose neutral words to avoid misunderstandings. But Jungkook didn't do that this time. He answered honestly, and that honesty surprised everyone around him. Taehyung, who was right there, clearly didn't expect what came next. Jin's expression changed almost instantly. Even the staff seemed caught off guard, because Jungkook didn't say Taehyung. He didn't say all the members. He didn't try to balance his words. Jungkook said that the most precious person in his life after his parents is Jimin. The room went quiet for a split second, not the awkward kind of silence, but the kind where everyone realizes something important just happened. Taehyung looked genuinely surprised. Jin reacted with a mix of shock and curiosity, like he was trying to understand whether Jungkook really just said that out loud. And Jungkook? He looked calm, confident, as if this answer had been living in his heart for a long time. Jungkook didn't stop there. He explained that Jimin's presence in his life means everything to him, not in a dramatic, exaggerated way, but in a sincere, grounded way that made his words feel even heavier. He talked about how Jimin has always been there, how his existence gives Jungkook comfort, strength, and emotional stability. This wasn't about rankings or comparisons. This was about emotional truth. For fans watching or hearing about this moment later, it felt shocking because Jungkook is known for being careful with his words. He understands how every sentence can be analyzed, twisted, and turned into headlines. That's why this answer hit so hard. It wasn't calculated, it wasn't polished, it felt raw. Taehyung's reaction became a major point of attention. He didn't look angry or upset, but he clearly didn't expect to hear his name excluded. His surprise said everything. Jin, being Jin, tried to lighten the mood, but even he couldn't fully hide his shock. This wasn't just another playful moment between members. This felt personal. Jungkook continued explaining, saying that Jimin understands him in ways that are hard to put into words. He mentioned how Jimin knows when something is wrong even before Jungkook says anything, how Jimin stays by his side during difficult moments, not loudly, not for attention, but quietly and consistently. For Jungkook, that kind of presence is priceless. Fans who have followed Jungkook for years weren't completely surprised, but hearing it stated so clearly still felt overwhelming. There have been countless moments showing their closeness, shared glances, private jokes, emotional support during hard times, and a level of comfort that can't be faked. But hearing Jungkook openly say that Jimin is the most precious person in his life after his parents gave all those moments a deeper meaning. This wasn't about diminishing Taehyung or any other member. Jungkook made it clear that he loves all the members deeply, but what he expressed about Jimin was different. It was specific, emotional, personal. It came from years of shared experiences, struggles, growth, and trust. Jungkook talked about how Jimin was there during times when he doubted himself the most, when the pressure became too heavy, when expectations felt overwhelming. Jimin wasn't just a teammate in those moments. He was a safe place, someone Jungkook could lean on without fear of judgment. As Jungkook spoke, it became clear that this bond goes beyond what fans usually see on stage or on camera. This was about late-night conversations, quiet support, and understanding without needing explanations. It was about choosing each other emotionally, over and over again. The reason this moment shocked so many people is because it challenged long-standing assumptions. Many fans believed Jungkook would always publicly associate his closest bond with Taehyung because of their history and popularity as a duo, but Jungkook chose honesty over expectation, and that honesty reshaped the narrative instantly. Jin's reaction added another layer to the moment. As the oldest member, he's seen all sides of their relationships. His surprise suggested that even within the group, Jungkook's answer carried weight. It wasn't something casually said before. It felt like a confession more than a comment. Jungkook's tone remained steady throughout. No nervous laughter, no backtracking. He spoke with certainty, which made his words impossible to dismiss. He wasn't asking for validation. He wasn't trying to send a message. He was simply stating his truth. Fans in the US, especially Jungkook fans, immediately picked up on how natural Jungkook sounded. There was no hesitation when he said Jimin's name. That alone spoke volumes. People hesitate when they're unsure. Jungkook didn't. He went on to say that Jimin's presence gives him peace, that even when things are chaotic, just knowing Jimin is there makes everything feel manageable. Those words resonated deeply because they described emotional dependence in a healthy, mutual way. This moment also highlighted how Jungkook sees emotional value, not just history or familiarity. He wasn't choosing based on how long he knows someone or how fans perceive a relationship. He was choosing based on who touches his life most deeply right now. As the conversation continued, the energy in the room never fully returned to how it was before. Something had shifted. Even Taehyung seemed more thoughtful, less playful. Jin watched Jungkook more closely, as if seeing him in a new light. For fans, this wasn't just shocking news, it was confirmation of what many had felt for a long time, that Jimin isn't just important to Jungkook, he is essential. Not as a concept, not as a ship, but as a real person who plays a central role in Jungkook's emotional world. And the way Jungkook described Jimin didn't sound like admiration from afar, it sounded like reliance, trust, comfort, a connection built through shared vulnerability. This moment continues to spark discussion, not because it was controversial, but because it was honest. And honesty, especially from someone as guarded as Jungkook, always leaves a lasting impact. What made this moment stay with people wasn't shock alone, but clarity. Jungkook didn't speak in metaphors or vague praise. He didn't hide behind jokes. He made it clear that Jimin's presence is not optional in his life, not replaceable, not something he takes lightly. After his parents, Jimin stands in a space that no one else occupies. For many fans, especially those who have watched Jungkook grow up in the public eye, this felt like seeing a deeper layer of him. The youngest member who once relied on everyone now openly admits who he relies on the most. That kind of honesty takes courage, especially in an industry where every word can be misunderstood or weaponized. This moment also reframed how people see Jungkook's emotional world. It showed that strength doesn't mean standing alone, it means knowing who gives you balance. For Jungkook, that balance is Jimin, not because of fan narratives, not because of pressure, but because of lived experience. Jimin has always been described as gentle, observant, and emotionally intelligent. Hearing Jungkook confirm how deeply that impacts him gave those descriptions real weight. It explained why Jungkook often looks calmer around Jimin, why he laughs more freely, why he seems grounded when Jimin is near. Those weren't coincidences, they were reflections of trust. The surprise from Taehyung and Jin didn't turn into tension, but into understanding. Sometimes truth arrives unexpectedly, and it forces everyone to see things more clearly. This wasn't about choosing sides, it was about acknowledging reality. For fans in the US, especially Jungkook fans, this moment felt especially powerful because it wasn't filtered through fan edits or theories. It came directly from Jungkook himself. Simple words, clear meaning. No room for doubt about how important Jimin is in his life. And maybe that's why this moment will be remembered for a long time, not because it was dramatic, but because it was sincere. In a world full of noise, Jungkook's quiet certainty spoke louder than anything else. If this moment surprised you, moved you, or confirmed what you've always felt, share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Jungkook's honesty changed how people see Jikook? If you want more real moments, deep analysis, and stories that go beyond the surface, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what comes next.